Hi everyone, my name is Peli Renata and welcome to one more art journaling flip through video. Once again, I will be showing you only the pages that I did while I was a member of Art by Marlene design team. But in time I will make also a video showing you some pages that I made on my own as well. Anyway, let's start with this perfect size journal first. These will be some pages from the sophisticated release. The background was made with sprays. Here you can see fishnet die cut from Art by Marlene, and these are both from stamps. Again, I was, if I remember correctly, doing spraying with distress oxides. I think I tried some stencil stamping here. It's a very discreet effect, and also stamping with rubber stamps from Art by Marlene. These both images are from for the, how you call it? Paper elements booklets. Now here I try to challenge myself and make a page with the colors which are never my first choice, yellow and green. I like the layout, but honestly I'm still not really sure how I feel about the colors. Though I did to try to push them back a bit, creating these black and white background. Another page from sophisticated release where I did some stencil stamping. Stencil stamping refers when I put the paint directly on the stencil and then press it on the paper, basically using it as a stamp. Harry and Sally stamps. Oh, I like this one. A lot of paper elements. This is a stamp, the girl and the fish are the stamps. And there was some fun work in the background, doing some embossing, which is, to be honest, not too visible, but it's there for the touch. It can be felt. Some stenciling. Really fun page in my opinion. Now, so first of all, this paper is not Art by Marlene paper. It's actually UPOP paper, which was just cut to fit the size of this journal because I played with alcohol inks. The colors are alcohol inks, and the mermaid is actually a same stamp. I just did a mirror stamping technique to get the two mermaids facing in the same in the same direction. If you are curious about mirror stamping technique, I believe I did a video, I will check, but if not and you are curious, I can still make a new video. If you're curious, write me a comment in the comment section down below. Now, this was me just altering these two girls. They were normal girls with legs, but I was like a sea witch from The Little Mermaid and did the opposite, gave them fishtails this time. The seashells are also from the stamps from the sophisticated release. Now here is something I didn't do actually in quite a while, a good reminder for myself, some gel printing. Over it there was some stenciling, and the frame was just hand drawn. Oh, there is one more page here. Oh, I actually like this one. This is again gel print, and it's I don't have video on making this background because I actually use this page just to clean my gel plate. So there is a lot of paint remains and some, I don't know, stencil, whatever, really don't remember. And these, like paint splotches are from one of Art by Marlene sticky quote booklets. Really like this little greedy octopus with all these sweets. This was again made with sprays, and these are one of Art by Marlene die cuts. It's a very old, so doesn't really come to my mind the name of it, but I can check it for you. Anyway, I guess I was in a real sweets mood recently at this time, so there is another page with lots of cakes, ice cream, donuts. And again, I was pushing myself to work with yellows and oranges. There's a hint of pink too. Still feel weird about pages which I made with these kind of bold colors. And I also have some stitched frame here. I actually really love this one. Don't know if you can catch the little shimmer, very mild shimmer effect on this page. I think this is from the Artsy Arabia paper elements. And again, just cleaning the gel plate, so can't really tell you how I created this background, what kind of stencils or stamps I used, because I really don't remember. Generally, when I use gel plate, it creates whole mess, so I tend to make a whole batch of papers so I can use them for multiple projects. Again, doing some experimenting in style. And yes, this is another stitched background. And then these were just hand-drawn, these circles. And I try to see how it looks when I try just a little bit to frame in the paint splatter, how it would look. Now here a little bit more simple design, but I still like how it looks. Though maybe one I think it would have fit better on the handy size journal because there is a lot of empty space. Anyway, I do still like it. Oh, I like this one. There is something when I generally really enjoy using Art by Marlene on houses and moons. So this is a project in which I put both together. That's something I really like. There was some heat embossing here, and which acted as a paint color resist when I did sprays or watercolors, was it? I'm not really sure. And this is one of my favorite die cuts from Art by Marlene. I used it for multiple projects. Oh, here's a fun one. This was made during the sophisticated release. Here is a real sandwich of stuff. There is a black refill page. Then under it there is a Art by Marlene rice paper. Then I placed all these elements, acetate, this die cut frame, and another paper with these sailors. So it's a really 3D page. I don't know if you can see it, but I really like how it turned out. Another page that I really like, the background is from Art by Marlene rice papers. Then I used a piece of acetate to make this light bulb more shiny and more glassy looking. I hope you can see here the effect. I really like how this one turned out. This is actually one of the newer pages. I really enjoyed working with these parrots. They are really fun designs. And here I did some ombre stenciling, starting with brown, cream and pink color. I have a video on this page, if I remember correctly, so you can see how much fun I had creating this page. Here is one really simple and easy to create design. This is, as you can see, a black refill page, and over it I just placed one of Art by Marlene paper frames. These are luxury paper elements which I have colored, and then just put a little splatters of color and the sentiment. Really easy. I don't know, do you remember Art by Marlene? They're not called rub-ons. Just give me a sec to check. So yeah, this mermaid comes from these water transfer papers. They are really fun to work with, but one thing which you have to be aware, if you put them on a very colorful background, the images won't be as vivid colors as they are now. So here in this video I show how to solve that, and why my mermaid stayed these pretty bold colors. The palm trees and this little island I drew. I was struggling here by making a really pretty water effect. Not 100% satisfied with how I managed, but I know what I would do differently for the next time. Here is it, another really easy to replicate page. It has multiple layers, as you can see. Here were just I applied some distress oxides and then put Art by Marlene paper frame. These paper frames are really practical for beginners because I think they can provide inspiration and help you break that white page. So here, this is from one of Art by Marlene old paper element booklets, really old. And the fishes, this frame is from the frame elements, and just add the quote. Really simple. Here's another page. This is not that old as well. I really like this one. If I remember correctly, I should check my video first before I say anything maybe, but I applied these mix of blue colors, and then I did some stenciling with various Art by Marlene acrylics, and it gave these nice subtle but still really pretty color effects, mostly around the frame, while I left the middle more plain, so the sentiment happy would pop out more. Oh, here is just one plain. I actually really like this page, how this turned out. It's not finished, obviously. This was me just experimenting with the gel plate, and I just saved it for maybe one future project. Anyway, this is it from this first journal. I will now bring another one. Okay, here is another. This is one of the newer Art by Marlene journals in the perfect size. And when I say perfect size, it really is my ideal size, I think. Though I did make some pages in the artist size and handy size even more, but I think this is the ideal size for me. Anyway, here is one page which is really simple. This is a black refill page. The big flower is from Art by Marlene scrap papers, and then I put one of the luxury paper elements, just tucked it in to give it effect. So you can see it actually two ways. Either girl is coming out from the flower, or this is like some big dress for her. No, tell me what you think. Anyway, here I did some stenciling, trying to make it in multiple colors for fun, still following mostly the color scheme which is presented on the focal image. Now another page here. Actually, as I said not long ago, I don't like working with yellows and greens, but on this page I am actually happy with how it turned out. The colors are not overly bold, a little bit more subtle than on the previous page, and a little bit text, script stamp in the behind, and this bear is just so adorable. On this page you can see some more of my handwork. The houses are Art by Marlene stamp, but the rest was just me experimenting a bit with watercolors and drawing these balloons effects. I really don't know what I was going for. Just some kind of magical city, I don't know, loose watercolor style. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's really fun and more unusual page, and of course it has some beautiful shiny effects. Okay, on to the next one. Here I was trying to create an effect of a rainy day. Here I combined two of Art by Marlene stamps till this line is this floral stamp, and then over it I put these houses and the girl from Luxury Paper Elements. I really love these paper elements for Marlene. They are really inspiring, give good ideas and easy to work with. No coloring needed, just adhere them and make your compositions. Also, something like this I think could be replicated for a nice Valentine's card, and Valentine's is coming soon. Okay, here is me again working on a gel plate for creating background. I really like. I don't know, can you see here little transitions between colors? I have the video on this one, so you can see how I made. I cannot say it was fully intentional, but I am so happy with how it turned out, because here it has some kind of effect like a peeling paint. I don't know, but I'm really happy. I wish I could reproduce this again. And here is a page. This is a quite new one. I made it somewhere around Halloween 2023. Here there was a lot of coloring with Prismacolors. Pumpkin I drew. The rest of the elements are from Art by Marlene stamps. These are Art by Marlene die cuts for this part of the sentiment, and the other part is again stamp. And the background was made with inks. Really like this page. Another one, Halloween inspired. The girls are all Art by Marlene stamps, but the heads I drew. There is a tutorial on how to do it. It's actually really easy. There is some stenciling in behind, and I made my own stencil from the moon. I'm actually really fan of this page. Now something more Christmassy for the Christmas season 2023. The background was made with watercolors, and the girl and the elf were just colored with Prismacolors. And of course some heat embossed snowflakes. Here generally don't mind these other pages, they are really messy looking, plus here I write the list of the supplies and products that I used for each page. And that's done. This is actually just a background which I made, and I was so happy with it. But the colors are unusual and not the colors that I would go for creating Art by Marlene pages. Anyway, it's still here. It's waiting for me to come up with an idea. Here, another one, background like that. And here you can see I tend to do stitching in advance because my sewing machine is not really at hand for me. So here are the stitchings, and then when I have a page in mind which I would like more textures, I just use pages like this. And now on to the handy size journal. So here is the handy size journal. This journal cover is from newer releases. And here is one postal inspired page. I actually like this one, how it turned out. I like how I made this little letter flying out of the mailbox. And the frame I drew by myself. There is a tutorial on this page. It's not really that hard to make frames like this. I think I haven't posted this yet because I was always unsure how much I like this page. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I really don't know how I feel about this page. Anyway, it's recorded, maybe one day I will post it. For this page, you can see it's a really plain design, but I think it's really beginner friendly. This particular video, I give advices which can be useful for beginners out there, how to make our journal page, or this particular one can be really easily transferred into a card design. Just of course you choose which sentiment would fit your card best. Okay, going back to more magical feeling with this page. Little fairy girl and her little puppy. Try to go for evening scene, and you can see I was trying to make a light effect coming from the lantern. And here is a page on craft refill that is generally something more challenging for me, but I'm happy with how this page turned out. I was doing stamping directly on the craft paper, so here you can see how Prismacolors look when coloring directly on the craft paper. Simple, but I think cute design. Here I was going for more mixed media page, as you can see, doing a lot of texture work, not something I often go for. I am more often doing flat layouts, but it was really fun to work on this piece of box from something. I just tear off one layer to get more this distressed look, add some thread, let's call it, with this mini sequin in it. I think you can actually see it better on the project pictures on the video, these tiny details. This particular page has a lot of small details that maybe can't be seen in a flip-through video like this. Here is a video which was actually more inspired by technique than the image. These were I did some gel printing, and I actually wasn't that happy with the result. So in this video I show how you can improve your gel prints, how you can make them look prettier if you are not completely happy with the results. Also here I use some oil pastels to give this extra nice shiny effect for the background, as you can see. And the last one from this journal, Christmas page. Here I did some distress oxide spraying, some stencil work, and I drew the candy canes. They weren't really that challenging to draw, but still fun to do. And this number 24 is from Art by Marlene stencil from her advent calendar. Okay, so I am done with my journals. There are some pages still lost laying around, but I have a little bonus for you. So here is my bonus. Here are some cards and tags that I created over the years. These are not all. I didn't have time to rummage them around my craft box, but here are some which I have collected. First of all, I will show you these Christmas cards. These are all three that I will show you are somewhat older, I think made for 2021, 22, not really sure. But you can find the videos for them if you are curious. I think they are actually nice Christmas cards, which I obviously didn't send to anyone. Usually I make these cards with big plans to send it, but at the end I always feel sorry to send them away. Or in best case I just give them to family members, because I know they will for sure appreciate it. Okay, some other cards that I made. Here is again one rainy day with a rain of hearts. Something that could maybe work as an inspiration for you for upcoming Valentine. I have the video for this one. Perhaps a happy birthday card, this one. The background was made using gel printing. Here are some art by Marlene stamps and her paper elements. The quote also comes from art by Marlene. Okay, now one really magical card. I really love this one. I was here playing with some texture making. Again, I have video on this one, and if you're curious in making fun texture, I really recommend this one to watch, because this is, I don't know, can it be seen here over the video, but it has some really beautiful textures here. So this is the one I would recommend for you to see. And of course the unicorn is just gorgeous. Okay, now time for a tag. Here is a really large one from one of the recent releases. As you can see, it's really the biggest tag that I have ever made. I made this one for my mom's birthday. Somehow didn't end up giving it, but there's still time. Now two of the tags which I made as a pair. Really autumn vibe on these, and I tried to use the thread which is also giving away this autumny mood. The background was made using distress oxides, and of course a lot of art by Marlene stamps. I really like the color on these ones. Now again, something more Christmassy are these angels. I don't know, do you remember art by Marlene released stamps which are corresponding tags, or how to call them, die cut papers in exact shapes and sizes to these angels. I actually a little bit more like these ones, because I like these vellum embossed wings, and I like how these dresses are decorated. Here for comparison I will show you both one next to another. Anyways, these can be really nice Christmas decorations. Oh, and I found one more card with these fun faces. Now Halloween inspired tags. Once again I drew the hats. This was for 2022, I believe. I really like these little witch birds. Now one of the two newer tags. On these tags, actually you can see a fun technique how to make art by Marlene stencils to be actual stamps using one fun product. This was the first time that I did it, and I had a lot of fun, and it's definitely something I have to do again. And by the way, these tags are art by Marlene printed tags. So these designs, like these lines, dots, numbers, Here you can see some florals were actually printed on the tags. And of course, luxury paper element, Fabulous Women. Okay, some really old tags. Here are some where I believe for this video I showed some fun ways you can use your stamps. And using different techniques, I made these 4 tags. Now back to some larger tags. These are using again these parrot stamps. I really like these funny birds. And this time I was in mood for some blue background. If I remember, for this project, I was actually started by making another project and had the leftover paint on them on my craft mat, and I just dipped my tags into the remaining color, and that's how these backgrounds were started. Now, again, me experimenting something. In full honesty, I make more projects that you can see because I am not always 100% satisfied. And if I'm not really 100% satisfied, I don't always feel like sharing. But here are these 2. They are not bad. I like the background here. But honestly, something just wasn't sitting well with me. So I never shared these, but here you can see how they look. Now, one which I actually do like is this fun tag with the luxury paper elements. These were those uncolored birds, so I colored this one. And the flowers are from collector's book from Marlene. And I like how the background turned out here. Now, one fun project, I made this really long ago. This little sleeping mermaid is a rice paper, and I drew this aquarium. I will show you something that I don't think I showed before. Here was my first attempt on aquarium. Here is it, how it looks. So this was all hand drawn by me, the shape of aquarium and everything. But I didn't like it, wasn't completely happy with it. It's not bad, as you can see. Maybe I will use it for some other project, but this is the final version I went with. So the aquarium I drew, and this sleeping mermaid is rice paper, just I added some more additional embellishments. Some older tags, here I use these googly eyes for these little monsters. I really find these very cute. I thought there was 4. No, it was 3. Okay, my mistake. They were made in the same way. I just really like how these robots looked with these googly eyes. Maybe that should remind me to try this again. Okay, so one mixed media project. This was, as you can see, simple cardstock. And then I removed the outer layer to get more this corrugated look. And then applied some paint. There is some stamping, little bit of stenciling. This is a really old project, so I can't exactly remember how I made it, but it's still one among really loved projects. Now, I don't remember, I'm not sure if you remember art by Marlene die cuts for making these banners. So this paper, this comes from cutting out this frame. So basically from cutting one black color paper, I made myself 2 pages. I hope you can understand what I mean. here. So the outer side of this die cut I used for a frame for this page. And here I again used it for a frame, just in a different way. As you can see, over it I adhere this scrapbooking paper. Here the thing was made on the scrapbooking paper and I adhere the frame. Oh, I think I overcomplicated explaining this. Also, I think fun potential car designs. Okay, so here are some really old tags. Here is Harry. I added some stitching here. The background was gel printed. And there is, for some more texture, this fishnet dye from Marlene. Here, these black parts are actually remains of paper from cutting this fishnet. So I thought instead of tossing it, to use it. Here is again some stitching, just this time in purple color. Gel printed background. And here I colored some of our by Marlene stamps. And of course the mermaid. Here I put enamel dots. Hope you can see here. They look like really pretty water drops. And that's about all. Here are my projects. I have some more. I just didn't found them all yet. I feel like some art journal pages are missing. I really should organize my craft closet. Anyway, I hope I managed to inspire you by showing you all these pages and projects. For a lot of them you can find videos on my YouTube channel. But if you're curious how something was done, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. And I hope to see you soon again. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a nice crafty day. Bye!